When I was little, Easter was quieter. No plastic wreaths, no candy mountains, just the smell of fresh eggs drying on old newspaper, the clink of dishes on a Sunday table, and little rituals that only came once a year. Most of those traditions, well, they've nearly vanished. But some are far too lovely to let go, so today we're bringing a few of them back. Come on in and let's see which wonderful traditions we can revive. Hello my friends and fellow Apollonians, welcome back to Apollo's Diner. I'm your host Apollo Jupiter, and today we're stepping back into a gentler kind of Easter. Some traditions were playful, some symbolic, some just plain delightful. And all of them feel like they belong again. Let's get started. First up, a wonderful friendly competition. This charming little tradition goes by many names: egg tapping, egg knocking, egg fighting, depending on where you grew up. The rules? Simple. Two people each take a hard-boiled egg and tap the pointy ends, the narrow tops, against each other. No sneaky sideways hits, just tip to tip. One person holds the egg steady, the other taps. Then you switch roles. The first egg to crack loses. The one that stays whole, glorious undefeated champion of Easter morning. This here is Egbert. Strong shell, quiet confidence, a seasoned contender in the noble sport of egg tapping. And his opponent? Sir Crackalot, knighted for his courage in the kitchen, feared on Easter tables across the land. Oh, and just like that, Egbert claims victory. Sir Crackalot falls with honor. In some parts of the world, whole Easter mornings were spent like this. Cousins, neighbors, family, all locked in noble egg combat, one tap at a time. No prizes, just pride, and afterwards everyone still gets a delicious egg treat. A simple little game, but a sweet reminder that tradition doesn't need to be fancy to be memorable. But Easter isn't all games and giggles. Some traditions are more subtle, more symbolic. Let's take a closer look at one that's as meaningful as it is charming. In many Central and Eastern European homes, butter wasn't just something you spread on bread. It was sculpted into the shape of a lamb, a gentle symbol of peace, renewal, and the coming of spring. And in many Christian households, it also carried a deeper meaning, representing Christ as the Lamb of God, a symbol of innocence and sacrifice. Come Easter, it took center stage on the dinner table. This little fellow is going to help us bring that tradition back, though it may take a bit of coaxing to get the butter to behave. First, we start by soaking our mold in very cold water for about 30 minutes. And you want your butter to be nice and pliable, soft but not melted. After the 30 minutes, take the mold out and make sure there's still a bit of water in it. Press it in firmly, especially around the details. And smooth off the back. Then push the two sides together and remove the excess butter. Then we'll chill it briefly for about half an hour so it sets before unmolding. And there he is, our buttery little guest of honor. Quiet, humble, and frankly adorable. And if your mold doesn't quite cooperate, don't worry, you can still shape a sweet little lamb by hand. Carve a small oval body, a round head, and the tiniest ears. A couple of peppercorn eyes, and a little sprig of greenery. And just like that, your Easter table has its softest, creamiest centerpiece. Traditions like this may seem small, but they turn an ordinary meal into a celebration. And isn't that what Easter is all about? And now, from butter on the table to a bit of Easter magic, you can hang up for all to see. This next tradition is quiet, beautiful, and maybe one of the oldest forms of Easter decorating. In many parts of Central Europe, especially in Germany and Austria, families would hang decorated eggs on budding tree branches in their homes or gardens. It was called an Ostereierbaum, literally an Easter egg tree. The egg, of course, has long symbolized new life and rebirth, a meaning that ties beautifully into both spring and the deeper message of Easter itself. Decorating and hanging them became a way to welcome the season and reflect a little of that renewal into our homes. To do this the traditional way, we start with a raw egg and carefully blow out the inside. A small hole at each end. Use a needle to enlarge the hole on the wider end of the egg. A firm breath through, and you've got a hollow shell ready to be decorated. You can dye your eggs with simple kitchen ingredients: onion skins, red cabbage, turmeric, or just a few drops of food coloring in vinegar water, like I'm doing here. Decorate them any way you like: solid colors, speckles, even a bit of gold dust if you're feeling fancy. Then use a little piece of toothpick or matchstick, tie a string around it, and carefully insert it into the larger hole, and voila, your egg is ready to hang. There's something incredibly peaceful about this process. Slowly adding color to something bare and simple. It's a celebration of spring, of patience, and of beauty made by hand. And there it is, an Easter egg tree. No plastic, no glitter, just a bit of care and a handful of eggshells turned into something lovely. So there you have it, 3 little traditions from the past brought back to life with a bit of care and a whole lot of charm. A friendly tap of the eggs, a humble lamp of butter, and a tree dressed in the colors of spring. Whether you're celebrating Easter for its deeper meaning, for the joy of the season, or simply for the chance to gather around the table, I hope one of these traditions finds a place in your home this year. Thank you so much for spending a bit of your Easter with me. And if you enjoyed this little journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves a little nostalgia too. Wishing you warmth, peace, and a beautiful Easter. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.